Greetings from Scouse Farm. A little treat for you all today. And if you've watched the channel for many moons since I've been doing these videos, you'll know where I am. I'm outside a famous Beatles landmark, the Empress Pub. And you can see there on the side, we've got Ringo. But it was sold at auction, I think, a couple of years ago, and it's been refurbished, repolished up. All the old stuff has been taken out of the inside, and down the bottom there we've got DJ's Barber, and it just it looks like a cafe or something, but it's actually a barber shop. And when you go in, part of his lease was that he couldn't rip out the bar that's in there, so it still looks like a pub. So imagine that's something to do with the heritage status and the fact that it was once the pub worked in by Ringo Starr's mum. So let's go in there. DJ, I'm not going to disturb him, but when I go in, I'll just show you what he's done to the inside. And he's an appointments only barber, so don't walk in there and expect him to cut your hair. You have to make an appointment. And he's been in this community for many years and built up a massive client base. And he used to be in the barber shop, let me spin you around, where I filmed at the beginning. So that there with the shutters down, that used to be his barber, but it was too small. And for one reason or another, when this became vacant, he decided to move into this much more striking building. And if you want to know a bit more about the history of the Beatles in particular, there's a playlist on my channel, so have a look wherever it is, probably up here somewhere. But on the video, on the channel, sorry, there's a playlist, Beatles and music related, and that will show you everything you need to know about the history of the people who live in this area. Right, let's get inside. I think one of his customers has gone in, so I don't want to get him on camera. I'll keep the phone down. But when you look down the side, you know, it just looks like a cafe or something. And as it says there, appointments only, but a few leaflets in the window. And if you look through the window, you can see all the bar taps. But it isn't a cafe, it's a barber's. I think they've done a great job preserving what was a nice historic piece of Beatles history. So let's get us inside. Look at that, and all the work he's done himself, doing the refurbishment. All of the wood on the walls there. We've got all that OSB, that's what that's called, oriented strand board. And that makes it feel like a proper old school community barbers. So some of his mates will just come in and sit off, have a little chat with him in here while he's cutting their hair. Where'd that fella go? Is he? I don't want to get him on camera, he's gone to the toilet. So I'll be quick before the fella comes out who's in the toilet. But all over here you've got all the pictures there of some of DJ's customers over the years, all the people whose hair he cuts. And I won't get you on camera, mate, don't worry.
Right, have a look at the toilet.
Oh yeah, I'll go in the toilet there. Never been told to film in a toilet before, but let's have a little look. Wow! Look at that! Tell you what, he's done a cracking job here with all these beer mat things on there. Look at that. Yeah, he's put the seat down. Wow. I think you'll agree he's done a great job there, doing all this refurbishment. So even in here as well, you've got round the top of the window, he's done all the boarding there. And I think it just looks like an old American barber shop. Probably a mix of barber shop and like roadside motel or saloon bar, or western saloon or something, with all the wood. I'm made up with that. Nearly got myself on in the mirror there. You don't want to see my face. Very important, the tip jar. Some Banksy pictures there. He's definitely done a cracking job. There's the man himself. And the bar, as I mentioned before, you couldn't get rid of the bar, so there must be some sort of requirement to keep it in place. And underneath loads more of the customers who come in and out of here. So if you live around here, I'm sure you know DJ, but I'll let him crack on cutting hair. So thank you all very much for watching. Have yourselves a great day. And Scouse Farm, we'll see you all again soon.